Hi! I keep trying to record this video at home and there's never free time or quiet time that I can do it in, so I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna record it in my car like a crazy person. I am gonna do my January books read. You can tell it's taking a while because it's midway through February already. This is very silly. I'm hoping none of the other moms are staring at me, but I bet they are. Someone just walked behind my car. Hopefully she thinks I'm having a phone conversation. I'm holding my phone, so... Alright, let me get to my books first. What did I even read this month? I don't know. Finished. Okay, alright, good. I'm good. Nope, I'm not good. Alright, so the first book I read was Wilder Girls, and if I can figure out how to put images in, it'll be over here. Liked it a lot, rated it 4 stars. Things about the book that I liked are, I liked that they didn't overly explain what was going on. I kept waiting for an in-depth explanation of what exactly had happened, but they just kind of fed it to you in little bits and pieces, and I kind of liked that. It felt more real, I guess, although I wouldn't want anything happening in that book to be real. Highly recommend it. My biggest issue with it was that the romance in it felt a little forced to me. I would have liked a little bit more character development on that, but otherwise loved it. Like I said, 4 stars. I'm a little out of breath because I just went for a hike. The second book I read in January was What the Robin Knows by John Young. Again, if I can put it up, it'll be here. I really liked that. It was... I guess I was expecting it to be a little more not necessarily a fiction novel, but a little bit more fictional, but it was very much a guidebook about how to birdwatch with some little stories thrown in, and I actually really liked it. I don't know how much I'm going to actually get out there and birdwatch as instructed by the book, but I did definitely pick up some things that I can use going forward, and I did enjoy the way the author wrote and everything. It was good. 4 stars. Third book was, I'm plowing through these because I have to go get my daughter in 14 minutes, so let's go. Third book, The 4-Hour School Day. This one, I only gave it a 2-star for a variety of reasons. First of all, given the title, I was expecting it to be a lot more of a how-to, here's some good ways to schedule your school day, kind of practical tips and things like that. But it was not that at all. It was just kind of trying to convince people why homeschooling is a good idea, which I definitely think there's a place for books like that because I read a lot of them when I was trying to decide if this was something I wanted to do or not. But the title of this made it feel more like it was going to be for people who are already homeschooling, not necessarily people who were thinking about it. So that's my first complaint with that book. My second complaint with this book is that it's very religious, which I understand a lot of homeschoolers are, so I get that. But usually there's something on the cover that will let you know that, or at least hint that that's the case. And this did not give me any of that. So I was very surprised by it. And again, that's fine. If you want to put, to do Bible studies in your homeschool or pray for guidance or whatever, that's cool. But this was more so where my star rating really started to drop was when we got to a whole chapter on how educating boys is different than girls because, God made 2 genders. And, boys are more rambunctious and girls are more mature, and tailoring your education to that sort of thing. And that, instantly, started dropping points for me because I think that's nonsense. But, there goes a mom. But, regardless, there was some good information in there, and I mean, if you're of a religious persuasion and you're looking to be convinced that homeschooling is a good idea, I would check it out. But if you are more of a secular homeschooler like myself and aren't into that sort of thing, probably give this one a skip. And if you're already homeschooling and you're looking for useful tips, probably not for you either. Book number 4, I'm just counting here on my Goodreads. Art in the Blood. This was a Sherlock story. I picked it up just because I liked the cover art. It started a little slow, but I liked it. I gave it a 3. The story was interesting enough that I wanted to stay with it, but you might know, or maybe you don't, I don't know, I'm like a super John Locke shipper, so like all the talk about like romance and ladies in here just kind of, it wasn't what I was looking for. And I mean, if you don't feel that way, this might be a great book for you, because the plot was fun. I enjoyed the book. It was just, you know, that's my own personal hang up. Number 5 was Sold on a Monday. This one I gave a 4-star. It was also really good. Like, it was a much lighter read than some other things. Like, it was, I don't want to say it was a feel-good book, because it wasn't that, but it wasn't like super dense or anything. It was kind of like a fun read, not so much like a thought-provoking read, but it was good. It was well written. I liked the characters. The setting was enjoyable. Like, 4 stars. Number 5 was The Bone Season. I picked this one up because it had bone in the title, and I like bones. Again, this wasn't something that I had heard of. It just happened to be sitting out at the library, and I was like, bones. I read some reviews before I started it, and I was a little hesitant to start it because the reviews made it sound like it was like super bogged down in like sci-fi jargon, and like that it was just retelling a story that has been told a million times. And that second thing might be true, but I like the direction that the author went in. Well, maybe no, direction's the wrong word. More so, I like the way she told it. This is part of a series I learned after I started it, so I've got the second one. I just picked it up from the library last night. Did I say 4 stars? 4 stars. There's not that much sci-fi jargon in it, and like it's not like just the kind where it's completely impossible to figure out what they're trying to say. Like, you can easily pick up just from reading what all the stuff is. And there's a helpful glossary in the back, which I only discovered after I had finished the book, but you know, whatever. It's back there if you want to check it out. I would recommend this one if you're into like sci-fi stuff, and like I feel like there's a good love triangle coming if you're into that sort of thing also. I liked it. So those are the books that I read in January. 6, not bad. I'm going for 1 a week. As far as BookTube content that I plan to do, I just plan to do a monthly wrap-up of my reads, and, you know, if anything else strikes my fancy, but that's my goal, is 12 videos, one every month, of what I read that month. Because I don't really do, like, a lot of book planning. Like, I can't do here's what I think I'm going to read in February, because I have literally no idea. Like, it just kind of depends on what is comes in at the library and what I'm suddenly struck in the mood for. So this is what I'm sticking with. This seems doable, sort of. I mean, I'm half a month late already, but it seems relatively doable. So that's my plan. This is me signing off from Noldy to go pick up my baby.